Have you ever stopped to think about why we say bless you when someone sneezes? It's one of those automatic responses that slips out without much thought, like saying thank you or excuse me. But behind those two little words lies a surprisingly rich history, one that takes us back through centuries of superstition, disease, and even beliefs about the human soul. The next time you hear someone sneeze, you might find yourself wondering, why do we do this? And why does it feel so strange when no one says it? Long before modern medicine explained sneezing as a simple reflex, people saw it as something mysterious and even dangerous. In ancient times, a sneeze was sudden and unexplained, a forceful expulsion affair that seemed almost supernatural. Some cultures believed that when you sneezed, your soul could momentarily escape your body, leaving you vulnerable to evil spirits. Saying bless you was a way to protect the person, either by shielding them from harm or helping their soul return safely. Others thought that sneezing was the body's way of expelling evil forces, and a blessing would ensure they didn't linger. The connection between sneezing and danger became even stronger during times of plague. In the 6th century, when the bubonic plague was ravaging Europe, Pope Gregory the Great declared that sneezing could be an early symptom of the disease. At a time when people were dying in horrifying numbers, a simple sneeze could spark panic. Saying God bless you became both a prayer for the sneezer's survival and a desperate attempt to ward off the illness. Some even believed that if you didn't bless someone after they sneezed, they might die, a superstition that lingered long after the plague faded. Not all cultures viewed sneezing as a bad omen, though. The ancient Greeks and Romans saw it as a sign from the gods, a moment of divine communication. If someone sneezed before an important decision, it could be interpreted as approval or warning, depending on the direction of the sneeze. A sneeze to the right meant good fortune, while one to the left could signal disaster. In these cases, saying bless you was a way to acknowledge the god's message and encourage good luck. Even today, some people still say things like that's a good sign when someone sneezes at just the right moment. Different languages have their own versions of the phrase, many of which focus on health rather than blessings. In Spanish, people say salud, which means health, and in German, it's Gesundheit, which also translates to health. These versions skip the religious aspect entirely and simply wish the person well. In some Asian cultures, sneezing isn't acknowledged at all. There's no customary response, which might seem odd to those of us used to saying bless you. The English phrase, however, stuck, likely because of the strong Christian influence in medieval Europe, where blessings were a common part of daily life. So why do we still say it today? Most of us don't actually believe that sneezing puts our souls at risk or that it's a sign of impending plague. For the most part, it's just politeness, a social habit so ingrained that it feels strange when it doesn't happen. Think about the last time someone sneezed and no one responded. There's an odd pause, almost like a missed social cue. That's the power of tradition. Even when the original meaning fades, the custom remains, woven into the fabric of everyday interaction. Interestingly, the way we respond to sneezes has evolved over time. In some places, multiple sneezes get multiple blessings, one for each achoo. In others, only the first sneeze is acknowledged, as if the rest don't count. There are even superstitions about what it means if you sneeze at certain times, like when someone is talking about you or when you're making a wish. And let's not forget the playful variations people have come up with, like "you're so good looking" from an old episode of Seinfeld. At its core, saying bless you is a small but fascinating example of how human behavior is shaped by history and culture. What began as a way to protect against unseen dangers has turned into a polite reflex, a tiny ritual that connects us to centuries of beliefs and fears. The next time you hear a sneeze, you might pause for just a second, remembering that those two words carry echoes of ancient prayers, whispered hopes for health, and even a little bit of magic. And who knows, maybe one day, the phrase will change again, replaced by something new. But for now, it remains a curious little tradition, one that makes us wonder how many other everyday habits have stories just as strange and surprising. So the next time you sneeze and someone says bless you, you'll know there's more to it than just good manners. There's history, mystery, and a touch of the unknown, all wrapped up into simple words.
Hey there, if you're enjoying this video and appreciate the effort behind it, don't forget to like this video. It really helps the channel grow, and if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button and turn on the notifications so you never miss an update. Oh, and one more thing, share this video with your friends. Spread the love and support. Alright, now let's get back to the video. Let me know if you want any tweaks.